Good morning. Welcome to any Leap replayers. Don't forget to tap the screen for the hearts because they do count and I do appreciate them. Keeps me. So, hi everybody. Good morning. And if you're new, welcome to my daily broadcast on money habits. And so I broadcast every day at 10 a.m. Central to talk to you about money habits. And on Friday, we talk about fees. And the reason I focus on fees, and I have a broad definition of fees, basically anything that doesn't buy you what you need or want is a fee. Hi, and it's so good to see a lot of friendly faces joining. Hi. And so today what I want to talk to you about, and this is a theme. Hi, Anik, it's good to see you on here. And it's the fee of, I call it a rush fee. Right? And rush fees are not just the actual line items that says a rush fee where you've forgotten something and you need to get it somewhere fast and you're paying extra for it. A rush fee is just really any type of decision that you have to make under time pressure that costs you money. And that's also known as a sales technique for those in sales. When you limit the time that someone has to make a decision, and you know that there's kind of like there's actually a rush that comes with it, right? Like your heart, you can actually experience it, and you pay more. But what I really want to talk about is like the things, recognize the things in your life, and especially for patterns, right? So when you're early on and you're starting early on, you may just have to pay those because you have a new experience. Maybe you moved to a new city. There are things that you may need to pay for that when you reflect, you'll be like, oh, I spent all this money because I didn't know how to get around. So I had to take cabs everywhere. I rented a place like the first time it came by because my job was starting. So understand that like those things will happen. And like, I'll tell you an example for me. I was thinking, well, what are the big rush fees that I paid? When I started my very first job out of grad school, I literally defended and finished my lab work on Friday, and it was Martin Luther King Day, and I was moving to Chicago and starting my job on Tuesday. I had no room in there at all. So I ended up renting. This was in 2004, not a lot of online resources at the time. I rented a fully furnished apartment because I just could, it was such a short period of time. So I know I paid a lot of money for it. But that's what I felt like I had to do. But the other rush fees are just like things that it's just money that you're going to pay because you're in a hurry, right? Because you forgot to do something and all of a sudden it's an emergency, right? So you may have to, FedEx something. You may have to, pay some fee for whatever, you had three options on how to make a payment and all of a sudden only one is available and you're going to do it. But it's also just rushing through life and rushing through decisions and trying to get things done. And then just saying, okay, I'm just going to do it, right? I'm just going to hit this option because I just want it done. And so I think that I want everybody to look at, that's why I encourage everybody to really look at all of this stuff that they do in life and the things that you do over and over, the patterns of your life is what really impacts it. Now, the fact is, and thank you for the hearts, and it's that it's impacting us more, but we adapt to it, right? The things we do over and over, we accept as something that just happens. So monetarily, that also happens. So that's why I want you to review everything when you're doing your spending, and look at your spending pattern and see and say, did I pay a rush fee here, right? Did I kind of hurry up through it? Did I just want to get it over with? And did I pay a rush fee? And so when you are finding yourself in a time pressured situation and money is involved, ask yourself if you can take a little bit of time to clear your mind, like sometimes, sleep on it, right? Like all the stuff that we talk about just in general, but it's because there was a real brain chemistry component. When you have higher cortisol levels and higher adrenaline, it shuts down some of your like frontal lobe functions and you don't really think through it, right? That's why I say write it down, put it in a spreadsheet, do the little ritual that helps you slow down and evaluate a financial decision or something that has a financial implication, and then see, is all the rushing around actually putting you farther back in your sort of plan to financial freedom, right? So you may say like, oh my God, I have to do all of these things. And, whether you need to go on a retreat, get away, like set aside the time to ask yourself, am I doing all these things and what impact will they have on me later? And I experienced a lot of rush fees because not right now, but in the past, I had a very demanding career in management consulting. Now, I still do that. I just do it at a lower level. But when I did that, I was paying fees. I was paying a lot of rush fees. Like, I was just like, I don't care. I have to get it done. I need to put it, I just need to pay for it. I don't have the time to deal with it. So I overpaid for many things. So it's okay. I mean, it's not like, oh my God, you have to avoid rush fees, all the time. You're going to balance it. But as I go into this phase of my life where I'm like, I want to slow down. I'm looking at it and I'm saying, wow, it's really not worth it, right? Like those are the things that are taking away. And I'm like, and then I always calculate, I'm like, how much more do I have to work for that, right? To pay for all these, when it's convenience fees, that's going to be another time. But this is just all rush fees. This is when time is compressed and you just found yourself at the end of the deadline and the end of the time limit, and you just have to get something done. And or you have to be somewhere, and you're just like, you know what, I'm just going to pay extra for it. And again, look for the patterns in your life. Look for, as you're making a financial plan, start thinking about those things. That's why, automation is such a big theme, and not just me, like a lot of people who do personal finance say, look, if you're not automating, that means you're taking away the time that it takes you to those routine tasks, the routine financial tasks that just have to be done anyway, and you're not focusing on other stuff. So when you do automate, that frees up some time for you to start thinking about those other things and taking away the other rush fees of your life. So if you do slow down, you will keep more of your money, right? That's the focus. Like, because I know there's a lot of people who are much better at helping you earn more money or get more money. When you get your hands on that money, what I want to teach you is how to keep more of it. And so rush fees is one of those things that we try to eliminate because we want to be fee free. So that's it for today. I'm not committing because I have an ambition to do another Money Matters broadcast. So if I do, it'll be at 5 p.m. Central, and it'll be on taxation. I know it's, it's actually very time appropriate because it's January, and in the U.S., right, the tax season starts at the end of January because end of January is when all of the 1099s and the W-2s are due. Federal law shows that you have to have them due. So I will do a taxation broadcast at 5 p.m. and I will do more taxation broadcasts because I love taxes, because it is tax season. But today I will do a tax broadcast. So join in at 5 p.m. for my Money Matters taxation broadcast, and we'll start chatting tax, because after your earnings and spending gap creation, taxation is the next thing that impacts your ability to keep your money. So anyhow, I know I went a little off topic, but thanks everyone who joined today live. Any replayers, thanks again. And if you're not following me and you want more money habits and money matters insight that I'm just spreading into the world to help people keep more of their money, follow me. Swipe right on Apple, up on Android, and if you ever want to share, hit on the little person and share with your followers on Twitter, Facebook, or Periscope. So thanks for joining, and I will see you either tomorrow, because 7 days a week I do Money Habits, tomorrow at 10 a.m., or later on the taxation broadcast. Good to see you, everybody, and I'll see you soon.